Hello and welcome to another edition of Talkin' Business. I'm Joey Trombley. On the camera is the founding father of Hometown Cable himself, Calvin Castine. And today our travels have taken us on the 12th day of March to downtown Rouses Point. And we're going to be highlighting the Squirrel's Nest Bar and Diner. And this was the former landmark. It still is a landmark in Rouses Point. It was Anctil's place for many years, and then it became the Old Times Cafe. Now it's the Squirrel's Nest. So we're going to talk to the mayor, Bumper Baker, and his wife, Lise, and we're going to talk to them about what inspired them to keep this restaurant open in Rouses Point. And it should be a good interview. Bumper is the mayor of Rouses Point, and he's a longtime resident and has a lot of pride in this little town, and it'll be just fun to talk to him and his wife and to get a little more inside knowledge of the restaurant and their desire to open this back up. Again, I'm Joey Trombley with Calvin, and we're going to head inside to the Squirrel's Nest. And we've made it back inside, and I'm with Mayor Bumper Baker and his wife Melissa, better known as Alyssa, in the community here, and they're the new proprietors here of the Squirrel's Nest. And this is definitely a landmark here in Rouses Point, and of course, you guys, we've all known it as, way back when, as Anctil's. Right? So that was, and how many years did Anctil's own this, do you know?
Anctil, say it had it from 1920 to in the 90s, early 90s, I think they sold.
So over 70 years.
Yep, over 70 years, and then Sandy LeBombard owned it as Old Times.
As Old Times Cafe.
Yeah.
And then she owned it from that time until...
Early 2000?
Yeah, early 2000.
So this building's been vacant for...
Well, you had the guy from the Smoked Pepper that moved in here about 15 months ago.
Okay.
And he didn't make it, so he left.
Okay.
And it sat for 13 months, I believe, empty. Now we've opened it.
Now, was he just renting it, the guy from the Smoked Pepper?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just leasing it like we are too.
Okay, you're just leasing it from
Now.
Sandy, is that
No,
it?
Rick Sluska.
Oh, okay.
He
So Rick
owns
the building.
a whole building plus the building next door and the lot.
Yeah.
Okay. And I mean, you're no strangers to businesses in Rouses Point. Of course, you have your storage facilities up on Route 11.
Right.
And then you have the Last Resort down by the marina.
Yep.
How long have you had that for?
08.
Since 08.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're no strangers to the hospitality industry.
No.
That's for sure.
No, our bar's doing pretty good.
The bar's doing well there.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we're standing in the bar here at the Squirrel's Nest now. And it's not officially opened as a bar,
No.
but that's coming
Yes,
forward.
we've applied for our license. It's just a matter of waiting for them to do it.
And how long do you think it'll be before that
Hopefully
comes
by
over?
Memorial Day, we should have it.
I
Yeah.
was hoping St. Patty's Day is just
Oh.
around the corner.
I don't think it's gonna be that quick.
Process too long for that.
No.
So this will be opened up as a bar over on this
Yes,
side.
it will.
Open for dining during the day, and then hopefully we'll close the diner at 2 still, and we'll have a bar menu
Okay.
and the open bar and bar snacks.
So the big plan is there will be no dinner served after 2?
I would not like to get into
You would,
dinners.
okay, you want to have just breakfast and lunch,
Breakfast and lunch.
and then the bar, that becomes a bar menu.
We're supposed to be retired, you know.
Yeah, well that's what inspired you to do this?
She was taking care of her dad for 3-4 years, and then her dad passed away. Then time got long for her. She didn't have nothing to do, and so one day we were talking, and she said, I told her I'm not going to quit working. I just, I'm not going in the house to sit there and die.
Right.
So,
I don't want him to.
so anyways, she said to me either, and she said, what do you think about it, opening Anctil's? I said, well, if you want to go for it, let's go.
Well, I mean, you have the experience with the bar.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as the bar
Yeah.
menu and stuff
Yeah.
like that, over at the Last Resort.
Yeah, and I knew there were a lot of good people in this area.
Yes.
Because Wyeth is leaving, and there's a lot of good, knowledgeable people to use their skills in here. I don't have the particular skill for restaurant, but I know people that do.
Right.
So I'm using them.
Well, one of the nice things about a small business is that you do offer employment.
Yeah.
And how many people do you employ right now?
Right now, between the two businesses, we have 15.
15 people, okay.
Yeah.
And we want to highlight small businesses. That's how this all started with Calvin, is
Yeah.
to let people know we want to support local business, because when you support local business, you support your neighbors because you're supplying jobs to them too.
Well, who's going to take care of the locals if the locals don't do it?
Well, exactly.
You know, that's another reason, because it would supply jobs. And it was hard to drive by to see this all closed up and cold.
Being the landmark that it is.
That's right.
Yes, because you knew what it used to be.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
And it didn't take much to bring it back. We scrubbed like heck, but it didn't
So a
take
lot of
much.
elbow grease.
A lot of elbow grease and a lot of good people.
Now, how much time did it take you to come in and prepare it to reopen?
2 months.
Oh, well, that's still,
Yeah.
It's-
and
I
that was
mean,
going at it
yeah.
pretty much every day.
Every
Oh,
day.
yeah, every day.
Yeah.
Every day it was. We had a lot of Board of Health things that we had to get done, too,
Sure.
you know, and had to
Make sure we're tip top with
tip
them.
top shape
Right,
with
you
them.
first want to be the code, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta meet code.
Yeah, for sure.
And we tore out the dining room floor and the kitchen floor and put all brand new.
Now, as busy of a schedule you have as being the mayor of Rouses Point and other businesses, are you able to find time to help out here?
I come
Oh,
in.
yeah. Yes, he
I come in
does.
at 5:30 in the
He
morning.
gets up 4:30 in the morning. He'll come in at 5:30 and help everybody open.
So what time does the diner open?
6.
Oh, so you're ready for coffee and breakfast at 6 in
6
the morning?
o'clock sharp, yep.
Okay.
He comes in, makes sure the griddle's on, gets things warmed up, starts the coffee,
Yeah.
shovels if he has to.
And that just starts you
He's a
day.
good man.
Yeah,
to have
I just-
around.
Oh, yes, yes, he is. So that just starts you.
Yeah, that's it.
And then, now, give us a typical day of Mayor Bumper Baker.
Oh, it's pretty quiet, really. It's not too bad.
No?
You're in the morning, you
Yeah.
come here,
You come here and then I
and
go.
then
go
you
there.
come home. Well, you go to the resort and do his business
I
there.
got
Right.
business down there to do.
Then up to the house, breakfast.
And then you got your mayor duties.
Yep,
you do
the
this.
mayor
You got
duties.
the storage building.
Still got the stores to take care of, yep.
I'm sure you get calls where I've lost my key, or
Oh,
I
yeah.
got this going on or that going on.
Yep. In the winter, there's a lot of plowing up there.
Right, yeah.
He does manage a nap in the afternoon.
Yes, I do.
So you're pretty good at time management then.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
And now do you get here, Alyssa, 2 for 6 also?
Oh, no. I'm still snoring at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
I get here, probably 9,
Okay,
and I do dishes during the week.
all right, and then so you're here to help out with the lunch crowd.
Yep,
Okay.
make sure all the dishes get clean.
All right, now, when this opens up over here at 2 o'clock in the afternoon,
Oh, it might be, you want it open for what, 9, 8, 9?
in the morning?
Yeah.
Okay, so when the diner shuts down, how long will this be open to in the course of the day? Is that going to be open like any other bar establishment late in the evening?
Probably 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Okay,
You know, for the winters.
Yeah.
Right.
But for the summers,
Summer
it
might
might
be
be a little more active.
well, yeah, there's a
So
lot
as
of...
long as there's people here, the bar
Yeah,
will be.
A lot of
safe.
boaters are around and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
A lot of tourists that
Yeah.
come
Yes.
through here
Yes.
in the summer for sure.
Exactly.
So now, do you have any plans, or is this pretty much what you see is what you get, other than just waiting for the license to come in?
Yeah, there's not gonna, you mean there's no.
There's nothing more that you're going to add to it, or?
Oh, no.
Other, are you, obviously bar stools, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
I have them over back here,
Oh, okay.
so no one will sit at the bar expecting to be
Right,
served.
right. With the
So,
number of tables you have is what you have?
yep.
Okay.
We see 82 in the whole thing.
Okay, that was my next question,
Yeah.
how many you
Yeah.
can see.
Yeah.
So obviously, like when we came in here, there were a couple patrons in here. You
Yeah.
can have the overflow coming over here.
Oh,
right?
always,
Okay.
always,
Okay.
yeah.
will be, yeah.
Even when the bar is open.
Even when
Now,
the
now,
bar-
when did you open this up?
February 6th.
Yeah.
So it's very young.
Yeah.
Okay, and how has the community supported
The
you?
response has been great.
Really
It
nice.
really
It's been
has.
beautiful, yes.
Uh,
A lot of good people
Yeah.
coming in, you know. Beautiful
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, it's a hard time to open a restaurant in,
Winter time,
1st of
Sure.
February, but
Right,
the demand was there.
yeah.
You
Well,
knew
people
it
miss
would
the
take
spot.
off.
Yeah, they do. They do. very
And you're
much.
not, we're not here for all the tourist trade that we can get.
Mhm.
We're here for the locals.
Right.
If we can make them happy and comfortable, that's our goal.
It's a win-win situation.
Well,
Yeah.
they're the ones that carry us all year.
Right. exactly.
Yep.
That's a great
Take us-
attitude. A great attitude.
Take us
to
through
have.
the winter and everything
Yeah.
else, and that's the hard time.
And the tourist is just gravy.
Right, exactly. Now, as far as specials and stuff like that, do you offer specials? Lunch specials?
Lunch specials, breakfast specials.
Okay.
We're gonna add a Sunday buffet, breakfast buffet.
Nice.
It's supposed to
So-
Those
start
always
this
seem to go
Sunday.
pretty well.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Usually anywhere I go, I get a buffet
Mhm.
instead of off the menu, because
Right.
it's quicker. You get up and you serve
Right,
yourself.
you aren't waiting.
Yeah.
Now, are you expanding the menu at all, or is it pretty much taken off what was here before?
We'll change it
Okay.
every now and then. We'll change
That's
it up, but
But you created your own menu coming here. You didn't take like an old
actually
menu
my
off
cook
of.
did.
Okay.
Debbie Fosier, she created the menu. I had no skill to do that, so I went to somebody that did. Yeah, she's been great. She's been great.
That's awesome. So Debbie's your head cook.
Yes.
Debbie's my head
Okay.
cook.
Now, is it just one cook back there, or is
No, we've got several cooks back there now.
So now they'll all work at the same time,
There's a cook and prep cook, or
right?
they
And then, of
they all
course,
work well. Line cook.
Line cooks, yeah. And then
Yeah.
at lunchtime, obviously, you want to have
Yeah.
a full staff here
On the weekend, we got like 3 cooks on during the day
Yeah.
at the same time.
at the same time.
Just so nobody
Do
really has to
pancakes,
wait.
eggs,
Right, yeah.
anything separate they got to do, you know.
And of course, you're learning this business, but and I know Debbie's back there, but it really is a skill set for the person back there to try to manage all this stuff.
Oh,
yes, it is.
Especially on big orders, to
Very.
make sure it all comes out hot, that it's...
Yep.
Yes,
Comes
and
out
I'll
right.
try to do it all at once.
Right, right.
Out at once.
I've always been impressed with that. I mean, I don't know how they do it.
It's quite a
but-
skill. I've
It
never-
is a skill
It
set.
is.
I never worked in a kitchen or a restaurant, and it's surprising.
It's actually fun to watch them.
It
You
is.
know what they're doing. you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I'm standing there doing dishes, but I'm listening to everything that they're
Right.
doing, and it's like, wow, what a
But you're learning
coordination.
too, as you're,
Oh,
as you're
definitely.
back there.
You never stop.
No, we never do stop learning, do we?
No.
Not at all.
No, we can't.
No. Now, you said this, I know off camera, we talked about the old soda fountain days, that are Anctil's. That's still over there, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, the basic fountain with the different pumps for different flavors. It doesn't work, but
But it's nostalgia.
it's there.
It's nostalgia.
Yeah.
Now, are you going to, we will take a look at it? Calvin said, let's take a look at it. Now, have you guys considered bringing ice cream back here at them?
A little bit.
Okay. Well, Calvin's going to take us to the next room here.
Okay.
And now we made it over to the diner side, and these were the soda fountains that we were talking about. That you said are there for show now, right now? They don't
They're
work?
there for show. The water doesn't work, and you have all your pumps for your different flavors, and
Right.
we got 3 sinks that work fine. So I'm happy.
Yeah. It's a good conversation piece.
Oh, it's a great conversation. I mean, this is a big part of the history.
Oh, it is.
It's
Original, yeah.
When you say from the 1920s, that's
Yep.
going back in some time now.
Yeah,
Yes, it
it
is.
is.
And we're approaching, what, the 100-year anniversary? Well, yeah.
Yep.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
Ooh, I stop and do the math, and it's just,
It doesn't seem realistic.
no, it doesn't.
But I see you have a lot of history here on the mirror here.
Yes.
Now, did you
and
put that up?
I put it up.
Okay.
I scanned pictures out of Ben Arno's collection. I only scanned a drop of what he has. It's amazing. These are, I think, are out of old telephone books, and all these that you see are old businesses of Rouses Point. There's
Right.
one at Cooperville, Champlain. But it's enjoyable for people to sit and read it.
Absolutely. I mean, when you look back here, 1957 Viola's
Yeah.
Beauty Shop,
1930.
the Sweet Shop,
Yeah.
a lot of history. A
lot of history.
here. And now, do you have any other pictures down there? Do you have pictures of like famous people that came here through the years?
No,
Back in,
no.
But I'm sure there were some stories of probably
Famous
back in the
people
day.
of Rouses Point.
Well, we got the mayor.
Well, we have the mayor. We have a picture of our Rouses Point historian as a young woman,
Okay.
and that's great. She loved that.
You got a picture of all, the whole Anctil family.
Yeah, the Anctil family, we
Oh, is
have,
that right over there?
no,
Okay.
it's by the cache.
Over here.
Yeah,
Okay, I don't count
but I
the
got-
Anctil family by over here.
And it was cute because we had customers come in and try to name all of them.
Has anybody done it yet?
Yeah, well, collectively, we figured out who they all were.
But has one person come in and figured it
Oh,
out?
I'm not sure. I'm not
Brian
sure.
Pelkey, Brian Pelkey was here yesterday and he named them off.
Yeah.
They're all his aunts and uncles.
Uncles, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that would be terrific.
But we got a picture of Albert and Helen's wedding picture on the wall. The old butchers, I think.
Out on that wall, above that beautiful patron having breakfast right now, there's some great pictures of landmarks in Rouses Point.
Landmarks, yeah.
Absolutely.
The original
Hotel
Anchorage,
Holland,
Hotel Holland.
which is obviously no more.
No more, we have a picture of the first Hotel Holland.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And there's pictures of buildings that are empty lots now.
Yeah, sad.
It is.
It is.
It is.
You know,
But it's, send everybody down to memory lane while we're here.
Well, you know, we just in the paper they were talking about Champlain's got their issues going on, but talking about how robust downtowns were
Yes.
back in the day.
Exactly.
Rouses Point was no different.
No,
And,
no.
when you look at these beautiful buildings, and obviously this being one of them.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
wonderful time.
Oh, the ice cubes, people call it.
The what?
The ice cubes in front, the glass bricks.
Yeah.
The landlord said once he was thinking of knocking those out, and I just gasped and looked at him and said, you'd be really rode out of town on a rail if you did that. That's sacrilege.
That makes building. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely it does. And, I mean, if these walls could talk,
Oh, yeah.
I guess so.
can you
Yeah.
imagine? You know? And I mean, and just how great that you guys decided to just carry this on. You know, I mean, and I know it's a big step for you at this stage of your careers.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you're retired wife, and to want to do something else.
Well, I found out it was a lot better to work for yourself than work for a corporation. A lot better, even though there's a lot to it, it's a lot better.
Well, there's some personal reward in the sense you're being rewarded for your efforts.
Yes. And it just makes me smile every time somebody comes in and says how they love it, and just great to be here. And
Yeah, well, I mean, and you're doing something. I mean, like you said, Bumper, you know, you retire and go out watch TV all day. I mean, that gets old pretty quick.
it did. It did. It's not.
I mean,
for us.
so you probably didn't mind it for a couple of weeks. You're like, okay.
It was
get rid of-
fine, but
Right.
then,
It gets boring.
to get up in the morning and go, well, what am I going to watch on TV today? No,
That
no,
ain't
no.
what happened.
Well, I'm like you. I'm like you, Mayor. I don't ever see myself retiring. It's like, and do what?
Yeah.
You know, sit
Sitting
down.
chair and died? No, I don't think you.
Yeah. No, you live every day to the fullest, right?
Exactly.
And that's what we do here. So
Yeah.
this is absolutely wonderful what you've done here, and
Well, thank you.
Your elbow grease cleaning has done it shows.
Yep.
I had a great crew there, too.
She did.
Whoever you had did a great job.
They did.
'Cause
They
it's
did.
bright, it's clean.
They
it's
were my
inviting.
angels.
It's inviting.
Yeah.
You know, you've done a really nice job here, and once you get your bar license over there, it will really be bustling here, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
The
A little bit more.
Is there anything else you'd like to add to the viewers here while we're in this great establishment here today?
No.
Anything you want to add that to your business? Hours of operation?
6 to 2
6 to 2 for breakfast and lunch?
for breakfast and lunch.
Monday
through Sunday.
Okay, 7 days a week?
7 days a week.
Okay. And then, of course, hopefully by Memorial Day, the
The
bar
bar will be
section
open.
will be open, and
Yep.
and that will open pretty much mid-morning.
Yep.
And will go to late evening, 10, 11 at night,
Yep.
depending what how many patrons are here, I'm sure.
Exactly.
Right.
But you'll be offering the bar menu
Yep.
over on that side.
Yep.
So you'll be covering everybody here.
Yep.
right?
That's right.
You know?
Hopefully.
Yeah, well, but it's people like this, it's small businesses, people come into a community and we support each other, and we have to do
Yes.
that because I don't think people realize as a small business person, not only are you bringing a service to the community, but it's how you support the school or this event or that event. And the money circulates within the town. And people need to understand that. I think they do, but they got to get carried away with the the big box stores and the internet. I know obviously you're not going to eat off the internet, but it's those type of things where and we just want to get people back to the roots.
Well, see, and that's why we buy our eggs from Rouses, and
Everything is we can buy
our,
local.
our local maple syrup. We buy everything that I can buy locally, or right straight from the farm. I will do
In the
it.
coffee shop.
Yeah, that's the other one.
Help
We
each another.
gotta-
You gotta help each another out, or you ain't gonna make it.
Exactly. So you're supporting other local businesses, and
Definitely.
again, they hire people.
And I don't think I've ever bought an appliance in the past 20 years without
With
it
Ray.
being raised.
Right.
Yeah, it's
I mean, Ray has been a fixture here in this community.
25 years now.
Yes.
He's been here that long?
Yep.
It's absolutely amazing.
Yep.
Yep.
It's absolutely amazing. And this is, another edition of Talking Business. And why we're here, we're talking about supporting local people and stuff. We need to support Calvin Castine. And so this is an appeal, and I call it the appeal to save North Country treasures, because what Calvin has been doing for the last almost 30 years is a treasure. As the years have gone by, people really appreciate what he has done. I'm sure it wasn't like that when he first started. It was like kind of neat, kind of what he was doing. But now, as the years go on, these are North Country treasures. This show will be a North Country treasure to your family, to your employees here, as the years move on. But that can only happen if the people, it's viewer supported, it's not state funded, it's not federal funded. So if you can send a donation to Hometown Cable, 1477 Ridge Road, Champlain, New York, 12919, or you can go to the Plattsburgh.com or HometownCableNetwork.com and make a donation through his PayPal account. Or if you're a local business and want to be highlighted, we do these for free. We don't charge anybody to do this. We just want to highlight local businesses. Give Calvin a call at 298-4663, and he'd be more than happy to get you on the schedule. I know next week we're up on the Rapid Road, and we're going to be doing a nice segment there with the Christian radio station there, which is out in nowhere, but nobody really knows about it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna highlight that, but it's really cool, and it's neat for me to talk to folks like you, because I learn things, so if you can support Hometown Cable, that'd be great. I know Calvin would appreciate it. He has to pay for the access channel, he pays for his equipment, his gas. Like I say, it's how he makes his living, and I know he would definitely appreciate it. And to Mayor and Lissa, thank you very much for opening your business to us today.
You're
welcome. We really appreciate highlighting this landmark in Rouses Point to the local folks. And Calvin will have this on the internet tonight on HometownCableNetwork.com. And so it is actually shown worldwide. If people know about it,
Call my family.
let them know. Let them know. Hometown Cable Network, and they can share the link and to everybody else. And so it really is a worldwide audience with today's world that we live in.
Excellent.
So
Technology.
today is the 12th of March. We're only 5 days away from St. Patty's Day for you all Irish people out there, the Irish wannabes. I know on the 17th I become Joey O'Trombley.
Yes,
So, my wife is a Ryan, so I have to have the O'Trombley for that day. So we're 5 days away from that. And we are at the Squirrel's Nest, formerly Anctil's, and the Old Times Cafe with Mayor Baker and his wife Lissa here. And I'm Joey Trombley, Calvin Castine on the camera. This has been another edition of Talkin' Business.